Hi, and welcome to the Beyond the Falls podcast. I'm Sarah Jenkins. Today I've got Tyler Schmidt with Compeer Financial with me. I'm super excited to have you here, Tyler, so thank you for joining us.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here as well. This is a really awesome opportunity to speak with you.
Yes, and I wanted you here specifically because we just met sort of recently, and I know you've got some not traditional loan products, and I'm excited for you to share that with people here. But first I want to ask you, what's your connection to the River Falls area, Western Wisconsin?
Yeah, definitely want to talk about that stuff, but I came to River Falls back in 2019. I grew up on a dairy farm. I grew up on a farm over by Appleton area in a small town called Brillion, Wisconsin. And so my family milked 1,200 dairy cows. And when I was looking at colleges, I'm like, I want to go into agriculture. I want to be part of that rural community. And River Falls had a really awesome agricultural business program. So I went to college at UW River Falls, and I got involved in the college, and I got involved in the community a little bit there with being a part of some groups that we did some community service. And I've loved the area, and I met my fiance up here, and so we live over in Roberts now, but yep. We are still over in the River Falls area. We come here. I mean, my chiropractor is right in town here, so it's a really great place to live, and a really great community that I just fell in love with, basically.
Couldn't agree with you more on that. That's for sure. So you graduated from UWRF. What brought you into what was your inspiration, I guess, to become a loan officer?
It kind of fell upon me, really. I knew, because I work for Compeer Financial. I'm a part of the home team, the consumer home lending team, so Compeer Home. And it kind of just fell on me. I knew about Compeer. I knew that they're part of the farm credit system. And so being a farm person myself, I knew that was something I would enjoy being able to get into and be a part of. And when I was looking around, a loan officer position was open, and I said, that sounds awesome. Let's try it. Why not? And so I took the opportunity to do this, and I've loved it. And what I really like about it is the ability to work with people on their dreams. I mean, I focused on the rural community and talking with people and clients about, hey, we want to buy acreage out in the country, and we want to have a little farmstead, and we want to be self-sufficient, grow our own crops, or grow our own vegetables. And it's a really unique community to be a part of, and being able to bring my roots into this new position is awesome. Yes, very much. Now,
you just mentioned farm credits. Tell me, what are those?
Yeah, so farm credits, they're part of the Farm Bill. For me to tell you exactly the history of it's a long history, sure. But what we do is, instead of financing, there's normal Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, the traditional financing way. Farm credit is specifically focuses on the rural communities, and specifically we do financing for actual commercial farms. There's financing for agricultural properties overall, commercial dealerships, agricultural that way. But then there's our category, my part, where we do financing for rural homes, and specifically when it comes to those typically ineligible properties for people to finance. So you come across someone looking to buy land, and this is land with 20 acres of tillable acreage, and it's income producing land. And now that specific label now is a totally different type of property that you're not gonna be able to get typical financing for in the most circumstances. So that's where we step in, and we are able to provide the financing, we're a resource in that regard. Yeah. And then on that same token, you have any income producing property overall, in a farmstead or outbuildings, or I know there's unique homes that you probably run across,
absolutely.
berm homes. Berm homes are a common one. Barn dominiums, steel-sided homes, those unique rural properties, you see them all the time when you're driving down the rural countryside on a Sunday stroll. Those are the properties that we step in, and we're really great options for financing for.
Yes, and that is a little bit of what makes you guys unique at Compeer, is you really do help those looking at some piece of ag or farmland, and That is what is unique about you guys. I know you and I have discussed more recently kind of a loan product that I know we've got a mutual client that we're working with on. Can you tell us some of those perks, some of those loan products?
Yeah, so I'll talk about, we have a first-time home buyer program,
Yep.
which I'm sure you're alluding to.
Yes.
Yes. So we've had a first-time home buyer program start, I believe it was last year. And how it works is we're able to finance up to a 0 down payment. So most places, FHA, even some USDA, there's a 3% down payment requirement.
Yep.
So if you're gonna go out and buy a $300,000 property, you're gonna need $15,000 down payment before you even think about closing costs.
Right.
What we can do is we can do a 0 down payment, so that $15,000, now we can finance that, and now you don't have that additional money out of pocket. So it becomes more accessible to get into a home.
Yep.
Closing costs are still paid, but that's
your down payment. That's
the big thing. Yeah. And with it, so we can go up to $400,000 on a first-time home buyer loan, and there's no mortgage insurance included on it.
Yes,
so that's huge. Yeah.
Yeah, when you're looking at that monthly payment, it's like that. It all adds up. So not having PMI.
It's huge. It's a really, really awesome program. I think it is a really awesome program. Yep. And then, from the same token, if you're able to get a 0 down payment, now that money that you were going to put into your home, now you have an opportunity to maybe improve it. What is your goals with this property? What do you want to see? Yeah. How can your money be used to make it more home for you? Yeah. And that's what I really like about it, is that piece.
Yes. I love it. Are there any other loan products that you want to share with us?
Yeah, there are. Yeah, sure. I would love to. I want to talk a little bit about our recreational land financing. Okay. So on a property over 10 acres, we can do long-term financing at fixed rates. So meaning that, let's say you're someone who, maybe you live in town and maybe, moving up to the countryside is not your ideal space yet at this time.
Yep.
But you would love to have your own property out in the countryside, or you're a hunter, or you ATV, or I have myself and my friend, I know we like to do that stuff.
Yep.
And having the ability to put your loan on a long-term fixed rate financing for land, now you can stretch over the payments, so it's a lower payment per month, and now it's maybe more feasible, maybe more possible to get that property out in the countryside that you want to have, and you can start paying down it and start making it your own. And it's something that it becomes more attainable, and it's something I really like with that, having that opportunity.
Yes.
There is one other thing I want to mention about us, kind of tied to the farm credit system itself, is so part of the farm credit, we are a cooperative, because we were 3 different farm credit territories that merged. This was 6-7 years ago. I think it was 6-7 years ago. And so as a cooperative, we offer a dividend payback, which is unique to us.
Yes.
So we do offer, we call it a patronage. And so as a client, you are eligible to receive patronage payments once a year. And so it's just a little benefit back to you, that this money you can put towards a loan, your taxes, insurance, or spend it how you like. Maybe it's your trip, it's your trip budget for the year.
Yes.
So that's really awesome.
It is. I did not know that.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Maybe we didn't talk about it before. But but that's one thing. And then the other piece is we offer rate conversions to clients who are in our portfolio lending. Okay. So what I mean by that is, after we've closed on your purchase, if it's land, or if it's a home, homestead, farmstead, 12 months from that time, if rates have come down, we have an opportunity to do a rate conversion, which, instead of going through the full refinance costs, a new appraisal, closing fees, it's just one $500 fee, and we're able to make that
rate
happen.
Yes. Oh, that's so super nice.
That's really nice.
Good to know.
Yes.
So 12 months, you have. And you guys reach out and tell them if it's probably worth making that change, I suppose, or is there a number you're looking for with that rate change?
We usually try to keep it on the client's end, just because there's so many people that we work with, that it can be difficult for us to promise to be able to help you
Sure.
that way by saying, oh, hey, by the way, here, you're at 12 months. So we like when we're able to maintain that. But then, yeah, we definitely go over, here's where your options are. How can we, does this make sense for you right now? Or do we wait? Or what's the best thing for you?
Yes.
Yeah.
I like that. That's really, that is unique. I was going to ask you, since we're talking about mortgage rates.
Oh, yes.
I mean, what are your thoughts on, what do you think they're going to do during this year? We're partway through February right now, we're filming. What do you think we're going to see as the year progresses?
This is the old crystal ball
Right?
Conversation where if I knew.
I'm not holding you to
I know. If I knew this would be, I'd be a billionaire,
Yes.
basically. I wish I knew. I really don't know, to be honest with you. I really don't know. There's so many different things going on in the economy and in the world itself that any given week or day, there could be something huge, a disaster or a new world event that completely shifts the paradigm of where rates are going to be.
Yep.
So I'd hate to tell you, I think they're going to go down or up because I really don't know.
And we've been kind of hovering right at the 7-ish%.
We've been hanging around that. It's been consistently in a certain range, but it hasn't been like a complete shift where you have a new, almost new feel. I'm thinking back to COVID when, I hate to bring it up on the podcast. Sorry to anybody, I just upset.
No.
But back in like 2020, 2021, rates we were like, this is the new norm. They're really low. This is awesome. And now we're in almost a different world, basically, and feel of this has just become the reality, and we're all just trying to live with it and figure it out, and hopefully at some point see the swing back down.
Yes. Yeah. Probably not quite so low, but that's all right. This is average where we're at now is historically our average. So
I did see that on my own statistics, looking at some stuff. I'm like, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. So if we wanted to get in contact with you, how would we get a hold of you if we wanted to start working with you? If you're out there looking for a property on some acreage.
Yeah, I would love to. You can give me a phone call. Okay. So my phone number is 715-928-1472. I can repeat it if you want.
That's all right. We got it.
You can also get me at, you can find me on email. So you can send an email to Tyler.Schmidt. I'll spell it out. SCHMID as in dog, T. I know some are different. So Tyler.Schmidt@compeer.com.
Awesome. As we're kind of wrapping up, what else, is there anything else you want to share that maybe I didn't ask?
I don't think so. I mean, overall we are for the most part, niche portfolio lender. So when it comes to financing in the rural area, when it comes to when you hear someone say no, so you hear a lender tell you, no, this property is ineligible, no, we can't make it work because of X reason.
Yep.
I'm another tool in the toolbox. I'm another resource that I'm solution oriented. That's how I phrase myself to everybody.
Yep.
And let's see if there's a way we can help you. And maybe there is a way. So I want to see if we can find that way and make it happen.
Yeah, I love it. Well, I'm looking forward to working with you this year, and I appreciate you taking the time to be here today. And you came out on like the coldest day of the year. So
it had to be the coldest day of the year. Yes, you're welcome. Well, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you. And we'll see you on the next episode of Beyond the Falls.